So at the time of testimony in front of the House, it was $25 billion. But the Joint Staff team and the Comptroller team are constantly looking at that estimate. And so now we think it's closer to 29.
3 bilyong dolyar sa loob lamang ng 2 linggo. Mula sa 25 billion US dollars, umaabot na sa 29 billion dollars ang nagastos ng United States government sa laban nito sa Iran. Sa budget hearing ng US Congress, kaugnay ng hinihinging 1.5 trillion US dollars na defense budget ni US President Donald Trump, sinabi ni Pentagon Acting Comptroller at Chief Financial Officer Jules Hurst III na ang nasabing pagtaas sa gastos ay ginamit sa pagre-repair at pagpapalit ng mga kagamitan na nasira sa gyera at ang suporta ng pamahalaan sa regular na operasyon ng mga tropa ng militar. Hindi pa aniya kasama dito ang mga damages o kabuuang pinsala ng digmaan dahil kasalukuyan pang inia-assess ng War Department.
Mr. Secretary, when can you share more formal accounting on the cost of the war with Congress and with this committee?
We'll share what we can. I think when it's relevant and required, we will share it.
Sa kanyang pahayag, binigyang diin ni US Department of War Secretary Pete Hegseth na kasama sa hinihingi nilang pondo ay dagdag sweldo sa kanilang mga sundalo, 7% na increase sa buwan ng sahod ng US troopers na pinakamataas na increase sa US military.
This budget also includes a historic troop pay increase, 7%, that builds on the pay increases that Congress has given in previous years.
Suportado rin ito ni US Navy Secretary Hong Chau. Aniya, obligasyon ng Estado na bigyan ng maayos na gamit ang kanilang mga sundalo.
We're currently at the forefront of history with a budget that will create the Golden Fleet, which renews that maritime dominance. We have an obligation to give our sailors and Marines the very best equipment to do their jobs.
Ayon kay Hegseth, ang layo ng digmaan ay tapusin ang mahigit 4 na dekadang agresyon ng Iran at pigilan silang mag-armas nuklear. Magagawa lang aniya ito kung susuportahan ng Kongreso ang plano ni Trump at bigyan pa ito ng dagdag na pondo. Ngunit ayon sa mga senador, tila hindi naman humina ang puwersa ng Iran. Patunay na mayroon pa rin itong mga kagamitan at missile na magagamit laban sa US.
The destruction of Iran's defense industrial base has been clear and overwhelming.
Well, it's certainly not clear to me as a member of the committee because what we see is Iran still producing drones. They're still engaged in this conflict.
The president said that 80% of their missile capacity had been destroyed. This public report says it's only 30%. Can you give us an answer as to what the real number is?
Not validating leaked information that could be wrong or not wrong.
Sa huli, naninindigan ang opisyal na ang pagpigil sa Iran ang pangunahing dahilan ng kanilang nilalapit sa Kongreso. Binigyan din ito na hindi ang US ang umaatake sa Iran, kundi kabaligtaran, batay aniya sa kasaysayan.
Senator Durbin, who said that Iran was attacked by us, I would take issue with that. For 47 years, we've been attacked by Iran.
Ayon pa kay Secretary Hegseth, kakailanganin ang dagdag na pondo kung sakaling muling sumiklab ang gyera. Kinumpirma nito na anuman ang kahihinatnan ng pakikipag-usap sa Iran, posible na muli silang maglunsad ng panibagong pag-atake.
We have a plan to escalate if necessary. We have a plan to retrograde if necessary. We have a plan to shift assets. Certainly in this setting, we wouldn't reveal what the next step may be, considering the gravity of the mission that the president is undertaking to ensure that Iran never has a nuclear bomb.
Batay sa ulat, napipintong umpisahang muli ni President Trump ang operasyon laban sa Iran matapos sabihin nito na naka-life support o naghihingalo na ang ceasefire dahil sa patuloy na pagtanggi ng Iran sa kanilang alok na kasunduan. Noel Poliarco, UNTV News and Rescue. Diyos ang aming sandigan, serbisyo publiko ang aming pinahahalagahan.